Good morning, good
Morning.
afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Jigsaw Parenting. And I'm Sumitra Single, and I have with me,
Stephen Bax.
and
Sissy Fanfar.
and you know what? Today we're going to talk, I think, about a classic. This is just truly a classic. Chores, people, chores, right? We all have chores to do. As parents, we have chores to do. And you know what? Kids have chores to do. I don't know about you all, but growing up, every Saturday morning. Of course, growing up, there was no phones, just the house phone, with the wire that was
Mhm.
it rigged into the house. But Saturday mornings, I had to get up and I had to do chores. I had to dust the living room table, or if this week maybe it was the dining room table. I used to hate the dining room table. Okay, can I tell you, I hated the dining room table set because the dining room table set, man, I had to get into all that woodwork that my mother had and the china closet, and you had to take everything out and clean the shelves. But the point is, I had chores. We had to wash dishes, and every weekend, maybe we alternated on what we had to do. Well, I, of course, give my kids chores to do. Now, I think it seems to me these days we almost have to be a little bit more defined with our chores just because kids are doing so many other things. For instance, since they have phones, there's a lot of other distractions. So we know they're not going to do it on their own. And our kids have always had some chores to do. But I'll tell you, some stuff changed for us when we moved. So when we first moved, we didn't have a place to stay and we were in a hotel room, right? Hotel rooms are kind of small. In this hotel room, there wasn't much for us to do other than kind of clean up after yourselves. But we realized our kids were spending way too much time on their phone. So we revamped the chores things altogether. We actually eventually, once we moved into a house, came up with a list of this is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to do. And this is the schedule it's going to be done on. And it's funny because my husband told the kids, you have to have it done to mommy standards. Now, you guys know my standards are a little bit higher as far as the cleaning than his. And I don't know if that's just I think that's just a female male
I
thing.
agree.
Even that's nothing, no, no jabs against you. But
No, you're right. You're right.
we want things a certain way. Okay. So he told them it has to be the mommy standards. And if it's not, then you guys have to redo it. And that is basically as far as chores with cleaning. Additionally, we have them cooking, but the cooking's been going on for a couple of years now. So we taught them how to make some basic dishes. So maybe like Friday, you're in charge of the chili, and then the Wednesday somebody else is in charge of the spaghetti. Some basic stuff. So it's also giving them some life skills along the way. Now, granted, they hate us for it. They really do hate us for it, okay? And I'm okay with that. A little hate. I'm
That's
sure
all
I
right.
hate my mom for cleaning that damn dining room. But you know what? I'm a better person for it. Sissy, what happened to you growing up with chores, and what are you doing with your girls?
I'm realizing I've been a terrible mom because I grew up with no, I'm admitting it. I grew up
Okay.
with two brothers and a sister. So my mom was pretty busy. She had a list. We had chores not only on Saturday, the whole week. Every time we had every day we had a choice, rooms, the dishes, cleaning up after ourselves. When the laundry has to be brought to be cleaned, folding the socks because we were the four of us. There were a lot of socks.
Oh,
My
there were a
mom
lot of
wasn't doing
socks.
that. So yeah. So and now I realize because I have just two girls, I've been so accommodating them, doing everything, and because of my standards, I'll go like I do it myself. I realize
Mm,
that now that lately I've
Hmm.
been getting pretty annoyed about when the day finishes. I want everything to be clean. So I do a little walk in the living room and I'll go, oh no, I did the dishes and there's still glasses out. So now we've been adjusting and putting some rules about when the day ends and you're about to go to bed. Just look behind you, walk the path and see what you left behind and pick it
mhm.
up. Take it to your room. It's not supposed to be in the living room because I've
Right.
been finding pillows, glasses, empty boxes of stuff they ate, cookies or whatever, and it's not
Mhm.
okay. So it's been kind of my fault. I've been letting them go too easily. I realize that listening to you, it's like, no, if my mom heard this, her toes
She
would
would
be
kill you,
clenching.
huh?
Like, did I bring you up? No, 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 no. I'm
Well,
ashamed, but I admit it.
But you know what, Sissy? I think part of that, just listening to what you're saying, is you're saying, okay, you do it because you want it done a certain way. And I think just in parenting, as the kids and this just, I find as women and men, I know when the kids were little, well, when we just had a baby, maybe I took care of Jordan a certain way. And James took care of her a different way. Now she still got taken care of, but we
Yeah.
did them
yeah.
differently. And I know initially it was a struggle for me because I wanted things done a certain way, but I also realized if I kept on that path, I was going to end up doing everything. So I, long time ago, had to like step back and say, you know what? As long as it gets done, as long as there's not a safety issue, I'm going to let him do it his way because at least that gives me some time for myself. So maybe for you, now that like you said, you've started to ask them to make sure you're cleaning up after yourself, maybe you have to step back and say, it may not be done exactly the way I want it, but at least if they do it, it gives them more responsibility. It makes them more aware of what they should do, and at least you may have, I don't know, 30 minutes just to sit down and breathe. And I don't think that's a bad idea, just to give yourself a peace of mind. Granted, you may struggle mentally with it, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but you may have to try that.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
because
taking I'm taking notes because now when my wife was around, we could go get on both ways. Now we got three guys living together.
Oh boy.
Okay, the dusting does not happen. It doesn't. I
Right.
went out and bought a robot vacuum.
Okay.
That's a beautiful thing. So
I
that
I
gets
want
done.
one. I want
I
one.
am thinking about getting one.
Oh, I love it. I love it. There are places that it gets jammed and you got to unjam it once in a while, but I love it. You can feel it because I like to walk around the house barefoot, and you can feel the difference.
Ooh.
But like last night, I don't go out on Friday nights anymore. I just don't do it. Um, my youngest one, he's nursing his knee, which I had to bandage up the other day, wiped out on a skateboard. So he's kicking back on doing his video games. I walked into their bathroom. It was disgusting. I never used
Mhm.
their bathroom. And I said, that's it. And I cleaned it top to bottom. I just got tired of waiting for them to get it. They clean the bathroom and they do it. And it was awful. They never get behind the toilet. They never do the tub.
Right, right.
They don't get the top of the mirrors. They only get the bottom part. And then they got glass shelves in there. Forget it. So I did it top to bottom. I went through all kinds of cleaning supplies. And they're like, oh, thanks, Dad. you know um Garbage is their job to take it out, but
Right.
pushing them to take out they took out the garbage yesterday. They didn't take out the recycling. I said, Ethan, the recycling's overflowing. Oh, I forgot. It's
Hmm.
Friday. It's every Friday. How do you forget all
Right.
of a
How do you
sudden?
forget that?
Yeah. He doesn't like his car, so he never washes it. uh
Oh boy.
and I'm picky about my car. He can't wash. Well, he can wash my Kia. I don't care about that car,
Hmm.
but my sports car, he can't touch that.
Right. Hey,
I
listen.
did start teaching him how
Get
to drive a stick shift, and that scared the hell out of me. Uh, but,
Let
and mowing the lawn, I'm afraid to give them the lawnmower.
Listen. No, no,
Why?
no. Listen. So since we
Don't take
moved,
off your
Him
foot.
go.
no, listen, we moved, and let me tell you, my husband bought a lawnmower. He showed Tyson how to mow that lawn. And one of his chores on the list is every 2 weeks, that lawn must be mowed. So let me tell you, the first time he went out there and he mowed the lawn, oh my gosh, I don't know what this kid did, but the lawn looked crazy. My husband said, go back out there
You
and
have to do it in
replay.
rows. In rows.
Exactly. You would think it would be easy. Just mow in rows. And it's good. We've got a front yard. We've got the sides. We've got the back. I mean, it's a good size, but it's not super huge because, let me tell you, up here in Georgia, some people have like some yards. Like
Oh
you can
yeah.
sit down on the mower and drive
Yes.
that thing
Yep.
for real property. But that's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
what he had. And the first time he did it, 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 it was a bit of a disaster. No, but no limbs were lost. And
Okay.
he can do it. Look, Stephen, he can do it. You just got to show it, to walk him through it. He
Oh,
can
I
do
know he
it.
can do it. I know,
He'll
and
be
I'll be honest. My lawn is my, that my
Or is that
backyard's my
your
sanctuary.
therapeutic thing?
It really is. But I can't
Okay,
get
so
him to
you
clean
gotta
his
find him
own
some other
bedroom.
chores.
Well, I go into his bedroom and there's stacks of food, and I'm like, oh, just stacks of plates and cups, both of them.
Oh,
And I'm like, how can you stand this? Now my room's a little cluttered right now too because I've got all this set up for the video, but the food, oh, that's gross.
see, and
And
so
we
for
have a
me,
dishwasher.
no. Oh my
Um,
gosh, the dishwasher. Oh no. The dishwasher is the child, okay? And
You
let
don't
me
have a
tell you,
dishwasher?
we have one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
it
matter.
doesn't matter
No.
because I used to have one too, and it's always a discussion about cleaning it
Yes,
out.
yes, it
Always
That's the
is.
easy part. Now I
right.
do. I'll tell you what. I do have one advantage. My mother-in-law comes over every morning before school to cook breakfast,
Oh my gosh, that is
and
Wow.
she gives us dinner on the way home during the week every day. We hardly ever cook.
What a luxury.
for
I'm telling
real.
you. And I felt weird about it at first, but my sister-in-law, she says, look, she's retired. She wants to do this for her grandkids.
Okay.
She does it for my kids, so let her
Yeah.
do it. Because
Yes.
we have to get up earlier because I got to go to school earlier. Her daughter's in middle school and gets up later. So she'll come to our house, do it, then she'll go to her house and do it.
That is so
And
nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then my little one doesn't always like the oatmeal, homemade oatmeal. He's like, oh.
Homemade oatmeal is the best.
Every day it's a smoothie, a fruit smoothie, homemade oatmeal, eggs, and some sort of meat. She never does bacon, but some sort of meat and
Listen,
toast.
listen,
And no
Sissy,
check.
I see the look on your face. You're like, wow,
Yeah.
that sounds amazing.
I'm
Yeah.
spoiled. I'm
I would
spoiled.
sit down like I'd be
Yeah.
excited. Come on, give me the
Well, they just
oatmeal.
got for
Wow,
Peru the other
come cook
day.
for me and the kids.
Yeah,
Forget the kids, just come cook for me.
right?
But
Well, they
man,
just
let me
left for
tell you.
Peru, so they gave us a big thing of imperial rice.
Okay,
But I could see myself eating out a lot this week.
but let me tell you, we've had a dishwasher. We've moved several times, and we have had dishwashers, but we have taught them how to wash dishes, and we make them wash dishes. The dishwasher really becomes a drain board for
Oh my
dishes.
God, that's my in-laws.
Is what it is. We are not, and we always get the question, Mommy, we have a dishwasher. Why don't we use it? We can use that every now and again. First of all, that will uses up a lot of water and electricity, and you're the dishwasher. You need to learn how to wash dishes.
You do realize you use more water washing them by hand, but don't tell them that.
Oh, wait. Do you want to talk to them? We're
Ah,
the dishwasher just walked in.
who is that? Is that Jordan?
That's Charlie, and she just finished washing dishes, and she's like, "What are you talking about me?" But listen, I'm sorry. You have to know how to do these things.
Well,
And
then, yeah.
always a debate about, well, why don't this and why don't, well, you know what? I did it. You've got to learn how to do it. At some point, they're going to leave this house. They're going to be on their own, and they're going to want their house to be decent. And
Yeah.
it all can't be, a snap of a finger or I.
Well, I got to say one more thing.
Uh-huh.
I wash it. We all wash clothes. All of us know how to use a clothes
Yes.
washer. We all wash it and they end up in a basket on the couch.
Oh.
And so we fold it a little, usually I fold it, but my mother-in-law wants it all washed on Sunday so she can come over and iron everything.
Oh.
Oh.
T-shirts,
listen.
everything. I'm spoiled.
You really
Yeah,
are.
you are.
Listen,
And listen,
there's not
I
too much
used to do a
ironing
lot of
that
that
goes
myself.
on in my house.
I love to cook. I do. I don't like to bake so much. I got a gas grill out here in the patio.
Mhm.
I just had the patio redone. I'm still doing some more work. I'm gonna put TV out there for sports.
Yes,
Look at my outdoor man cave.
that sounds
But
great.
yeah, I'm spoiled. But I have no problem cooking.
But you know what?
And they know how to do
You
basic
talked
meals.
about the boys and the plates in the room. Look, for me, my thing is, eat in the eating area. Don't take it in the room because if they take it in the room, they're not going to bring it out. So
No.
the very
I know.
least, if you eat in the eating area, to get the plates back to the sink or back to wherever
But
it
Ethan's
belongs,
the
that's
worst
your
about
eating
that.
area. I don't want to see any critters hanging out in the
Right.
room. Or crusty plates. That is
Exactly.
my rule. No eating in the room.
Well,
Mm-mm.
the thing is, Ethan will make he's a college student now, so at 3 in the morning he's hungry.
Okay,
So
Yeah.
that's what it ends up in the room.
well, wait, can he make his food, eat his food out in the kitchen area? Or
He
okay, fine.
does.
If he goes to the room, can he bring his plate back? Is he the one that has the dishes that are in the room for days, or is it Brian?
Yes. No, that's Ethan.
Okay, so
Brian's not
no,
so
then
bad
at
about
that
it.
point, I'm banding. You can be a college kid all you want, but you're not gonna have critters all up in the bedroom. So if you want to eat in the room, unless you can get it back to the kitchen area, I'm gonna ban it. Oh, let me tell you, I walk through and I'm like, why is this cup in here? You're not
Well,
gonna
he'll keep critters on his end of the house. I'm at the other end of the house.
No.
mm-mm,
It don't work that
No,
way.
no, I
mm-mm,
know. I don't like roaches more than anything. So,
mm-mm.
and if
And
you
let
live
me
in
tell you,
South
up here,
Florida, there are palmetto bugs that they fly.
they are. And let me tell you, up
They're
here,
that big
we've got all
and
these
they
other
fly.
critters up here that I'm not used. Spiders, I don't know. It seems like Spider Central up here. I don't
Oh
know what
yeah,
that's about. But I've seen some things like chilling on my vehicle. I've driven on the road and they're still hanging on for dear life. I don't know what these things are up here, but we've got
they're
all kinds
bugs.
of other critters going on. But I don't want to have to deal with finding them around food. So I'm
Yeah.
sorry, that is my rule. There is no eating in the room because they don't know how to bring stuff back.
I know.
No.
I'm not gonna do it. I
Well, the
refuse.
funny thing is, both Ethan and Brian, their bedrooms are right next to the garage where the washer and dryer are. Can they pick up their clothes and put them out there?
No.
I don't know, Stephen. You may have to put
They do sometimes,
some
but I have to
definitive
tell
chores
them.
in place.
I
I
have
think
to tell them. I said I'm not putting a hamper in your bedroom because you don't need one. You're next to the hamper in the garage. I don't understand how it's so difficult. And they'll
No.
clean
well,
it up, and then it'll go back to hell again after a few days.
well, let me tell you what we've done. We said these are the rules. You guys are going to follow them. If you don't, phones are getting taken away. So that is what there's a consequence to this.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
so far, we've got kids washing cars, we've got the yard being mowed, we've got dishes being washed, and we have besides their bedroom, bathroom, and a couple of other common areas for some light
Mm-hmm.
cleaning. No one has to clean our bathroom or our bedroom. We
Right.
haven't asked that, but this is what we're sticking to. In fact, when I don't see, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, the weekend has ended. Are these things not done? Oh no, I'm asking questions. I am because I'm not going to do this by myself. I don't
No.
live here by myself, and
No.
mm-mm,
So
I'm not.
so far it's working. The taking the phone away is working.
Yeah.
It is working.
But they have to have it for school.
Yes, they can have it for school,
Yeah.
but
They do.
then by a certain point, okay, once we get home, you don't need it anymore. I,
Yeah. Because
I'm
I
Yeah.
mean, Stephen, you're being easy. You're giving them the excuse here.
I am. You're right.
You're helping them out.
I'm
wait,
an enabler.
especially Stephen, the fact that you've got clothes already being ironed. The least
Oh, I
you can
know.
do is make sure they're washed, right?
Yep.
And you
Yeah.
guys have got
No,
the
they're
food
very good about
in.
washing clothes. They are both very good about washing their clothes.
Okay.
Their main problem is the bathroom. The bathroom's a big deal, and the dishes in Ethan's room. When they do get to the kitchen, they put them in the dishwasher. They do turn on the dishwasher.
Okay.
They'll even empty the dishwasher. That's not an issue. And the vacuum, I got that taken care of. With the
Yeah.
robot.
With the help of a little thing. I got you.
I love that thing. I'm telling you now.
Yeah,
And
Sissy, I
it's
agree
nice
with
because
you.
because we have a cat and it goes under the bed and it gets all the dust bunnies, the
From the
fur
cat.
balls or whatever. Yeah. So, but the kids are pretty good about it. I've just got to up their game a little bit on certain
I think you
items.
do.
Yeah.
I think you
And
do.
then when I do ask them to cook, they'll cook. They have no problem doing that. It's just that we
Okay.
don't have to anymore.
So
With
the
my
very
mother-in-law, we
least,
really don't.
listen, I hope next time we talk that you're telling us that their bathroom is looking a lot better.
It is right now.
Listen, but I don't want to hear that you were the one that cleaned it, okay?
Yeah, I know.
No.
Listen to me sounding like your mom.
They do clean it sometimes, but they just do an awful job. And we're guys, and we miss. So you can imagine.
Yes, y'all do. Y'all definitely do. So you know what? It sounds like to me like just like James told the kids the cleaning needs to be to my standard. I think they need to be. You need to give them a Steven standard for it, a daddy standard for it to be too, and have them redo it. There's got to be consequences to it. Otherwise, why are they gonna? They're gonna be like, oh well, Dad'll just do it, or he'll just say whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that goes for me too. Right. Because they'll just wait long enough for me to get agitated and clean it up anyway and pick it up anyway. Because mom doesn't want it around. So if I leave it long enough, mom will pick it up. So I know.
And like I know what's going to happen today. I'll tell Ethan and Brian. They know I'm going to go watch the football game. Mm-hmm. And I'll say, Ethan, you got to take care of Brian for food. He won't cook. He'll go to the local restaurant. They like to go to there's a Taiwanese restaurant called High Pot, and they'll go there. So he doesn't have to cook. Which the nice thing is I don't have to worry about him cleaning up then.
Well, but you know what? You did tell him to make sure he eats. Now you can't say
he does do that.
Sure the kid he ate, right?
Yeah, he ate. No, I can't complain about that.
Yeah. No.
Definitely can't. Well, no. I think the chores, as you see, this is a hot topic, and we
had a star chart when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I always got the most stars.
Oh. Okay, well, I think maybe you should let the boys get some stars.
Yeah, right?
But anyway.
Even when I lived in a fraternity house, they used to make fun of me because I could.
Were you doing stars in a fraternity house?
Yeah, it was disgusting. You got 30 guys running in and out of the house. It was disgusting. And one had this big furry Akita dog. And fur balls everywhere. It was gross.
Yeah. It sounds gross.
Cleaning?
Huh?
So did you do all the cleaning?
Not all of it, but sometimes I just get fed up.
Oh my gosh. You've been laying the groundwork for this for a while, I see.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, fraternity life is a whole other video.
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I think this has been a great topic. As you see, we all kind of have our own ways of doing things, but hopefully
some of us need work.
For sure. And that's okay. You know what? That's a part of parenting, right? We kind of figure out and even though the dishwasher may use less water, I don't care. I'm not going to tell them that, okay? They're still washing dishes. Shh.
Well, I'm married into a Latin family, and they tell me this is a Latin thing. The dishwasher is for storage. That's where they keep their pots and pans.
Okay, so I don't keep them there. We just put them there to dry, and then when it's time to wash the next set of dishes, the old dishes have to get put away. No, we don't actually keep the dishes in the dish. That's different. I didn't know that.
They use it for storage.
Some people do that with their ovens.
With the oven. And then you heat up the oven and get a bunch of hot dishes in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm familiar with that. Yeah, we put some pot like baking pans down there at the bottom. Of the oven. Yeah, for sure. Well, again, this has been a great topic. Thank you guys so much for joining us today on Jigsaw Parenting. I was Sumitra Single, and with me I had
Stephen Bax
and
Sissy Fanfark.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Niemand wil de deur open doen voor Tijger. Nee, tuurlijk niet. Die staat in beeld te krabben.